Hello, welcome along to the latest edition of Greyhound Gold. David Short and the Chicken Man, Brett Honey. How do you do, Brett?
Chicken Man, that's interesting. Yes, good to be here, Shorty. Looking forward to another big week of greyhound racing. 2 heats of the Miata. One of our feature races of the year, over 715 metres, probably behind the Galaxy in that regard, but still at Group 3 level, still one you want to win. And some really good sprint races on at Mandurah as well, with the Mandurah Derby not too far away. So looking forward to that. And next week, Shorty, it's going to be a big week on Greyhound Gold because, of course, on Thursday night we've got the Sand Groper, we've got the field. Really looking forward to that. It's going to be a cracking evening.
Can't wait for it. And of course, with TAB Radio, we'll have the full live broadcast right throughout the course of the night. So if you can't make it on course, tune into TAB Radio. Be catching up with all of the key players for what will be a spectacular night on Sandgroper night next Thursday. Let's go back for our run of the week to last Saturday night here at Cannington. Wonderful field assembled for the Lou Dawson Memorial Trophy final, and in the early stages, pretty jammy with the middle runners here, but from box number 6, West on Boomer musters around Go Seek Katoni really well to roll to the top. Then we've got Pudding Manelli and Uncle Tommy not far behind them. Down the back, and West on Boomer puts a gap on them. Go Seek Katoni leads a charge out after them. Uncle Tommy and Pudding Manelli just behind them, and then turning for home, it's still West on Boomer trucking along very nicely. Really like the run of Uncle Tommy, who finishes the race off very well off the arm for second, Pudding Manelli in third, and Go Seek Katoni finishes back in fourth. But all honours, really impressive performance handed in by the winner in West on Boomer, a greyhound that had been racing well down there at Mandurah, brought the form to Cannington. Overall times 5:43, 18:38, 29 and 94, margins 1.5 by 2 lengths. Congratulations to Chris House and the Connections. Very nice effort, and set it up with that muster. Didn't ping to the top, but really did. Once it got that room, and Go Seek Katoni punched up underneath, got that room to muster and use that to full advantage.
Yeah, and that's the kind of form we've seen from West on Boomer over 400 earlier in his career, and he's able to do that over the 520 here. Since coming to the 520 metres, he's just got gradually a bit better week by week. It hasn't been sharp improvement, it's been gradual, but produced his best there on Saturday night, and it was a really good field. He did get that room early to muster, which was key to his chances there. I did think the run of Uncle Tommy was brave, and it wasn't too dissimilar to his effort in the Perth Cup when he won, but was probably just a bit too far back on this occasion. But he is chasing really well, Uncle Tommy, and I think there's a few winners to come out of that race, because there was a few dogs put out of action early. It was quite a messy race. West on Boomer, though, he was one with the opportunity, and he took full advantage.
Indeed. Let's see if we can't find you a winner for the weekend of chasing upcoming. Kicking things off Friday night down there at Mandurah, race 7, number 3, Sunset Peppy. Real speeds to this dog's been racing particularly well here at Cannington. Just really does zoom along. If it gets that couple of steps to get going, whoop, just puts itself there in a spot and can run time once it gets there. So just thought he looked to be clearly the class runner here. With just a few decent steps, Sunset Peppy should be able to zoom to the top and be very hard to run down from there. It's run sub 27 at Mandurah in the past, if you don't mind. And looking for a bit of value, I thought race 5, number 2, Molfetta Cruz, despite its winning form, this dog keeps going around at pretty good prices. And I think here from box number 2, it's aiming up for 4 wins on the trot, and that effort last week to defeat Sunset Fraser I thought was really outstanding, and there were no excuses really. I think Sunset Fraser landed where it wanted to be. Molfetta Cruz got there and just outburned it mid-race. Not many dogs have ever done that to Sunset Fraser. So dog's in good form and looks to get another good opportunity to win, hopefully at a reasonable price. Race 7, number 3, Sunset Peppy. Race 5, number 2, Molfetta Cruz.
Yeah, I found Friday night tricky, Shorty, but my best bet, race 3, number 8, West on Smoky, was a smart winner last start in 22.16. Runs a nice straight line and sort of keeps a couple of dogs off the track. So, yeah, I don't see box 8 being a massive problem. Does have some good stats from box 7. And I just thought I had to handle Idle a While, who's got box 2 in this race. If you can negate Idle a While early, I thought he's going to be very strong late and he'll be very hard to beat. For a bit of value, race 9, number 6, Jumpin' Jules. Runs a nice straight line as well, so I don't see box 6 being a problem. There's a bit of speed in Waffles Manelli in box 8, so that's probably the only problem for Julesy here, but if she can just hold a line early, she's going to be very strong over this distance, and is a consistent campaign. It does actually begin quite well, sometimes does have a little bit of a flat spot soon after box rise, but I didn't think it was an awesome race by any means. And if she can get right there, she'll be hard to beat. Race 9, number 6, Jumpin' Jules. Got race 3, number 8, West on Smoky.
All right, we'll switch our focus to Saturday night chasing at headquarters. As Brett alluded to, 2 heats of the Miata, the race paying tribute to our all-time greatest stayer here in WA. Let's kick things off for me. Race 5, number 7, in a heat of the Miata, West on Nugget. This stayer is absolutely airborne right now. Probably lays claims to being our number 1 stayer, as it turns out. Wasn't quite at its best throughout the Galaxy series, but since then, this dog's just gone from strength to strength, continues to race in amazing fashion. Wide draws exactly where it wants to be. It's been almost a carbon copy its last 2 starts. With a lap to go, it's found the top and just cleared out and run good time from box 7. I see it being quite similar. It's not a straight to the front style dog, but it's never too far from the action. Hangs out wide, minds its own business, out of trouble. Hit the front with a lap to go and keep improving from there. Looks the absolute goods to me on Saturday night. Race 5, number 7, West on Nugget. Look for a bit of value. This dog's likely to be close to the outsider of the field, and on recent numerical form you could probably understand why, but if you go back and have a look at where this dog's been drawing, it's literally been in the car park, 6s, 7s and 8s right the way through, and I think finally gets back to the inside. This dog, going back 5 or 6 runs ago now, was a super performance when running quick time over 600 behind West on Booney. West on Booney then came out and won that Galaxy, so you need to look back a little while now, but that's about the last time we saw this dog draw close to the rail. So granted, not an easy race, but this is all about finding one at a price, and I think there's one here that will be at a good price and can run well finally from the good draw. That's race 3, number 1, Nangar Chief. So the best of them, race 5, number 7, West on Nugget, and a little each way play with race 3, number 1, Nangar Chief.
Yeah, on similar wavelength, Shorty. My best bet, race 5, number 7, West on Nugget. $1.95 at the moment with Tab Touch. Thought that was a gift, to be honest, and so 1 out in quaddies and all that kind of thing. Could be a leg of multis as well. On the night, box 7's perfect. He's a wide running, mustering type. I thought the only dog that could really go with him in the early stages was Care Factor in box 1, but that dog can be hit and miss at box rise as well, and does have Speed Freak drawn directly outside, so there's some concerns there. I thought he can just do his thing out wide, and if he's not the number 1 stayer, he could be in a fortnight's time in WA, and he's running the times to show that, and he's running these times consistently, which has been something that hasn't really happened with any greyhound in the last 6 or 7 months. So yeah, he'll be getting the job done there. Race 5, number 7, West on Nugget. For a bit of value, going in the same race as you, different dog. Race 3, number 4, Go Seek Katoni. Began well last week, but when you're boxed in between West on Boomer and Uncle Tommy, it can be hard to lead. And I just thought drawing one dog close to the inside, certainly doesn't help. And boxes 1, 2, 3 here in Nangar Chief, Hinto, and Carla Catter. None of those are beginning brilliantly at the moment, even when Carla Catter led a couple of starts ago, more so Mustard to the lead. So I thought Go Seek Katoni could find the front. We saw in that Perth Cup consolation how effective he can be when on the arm. So I thought $8 was a very acceptable price. So race 3, number 4, Go Seek Katoni, to go race 5, number 7, West on Nugget. Really good card of racing there Saturday night.
Indeed, yeah. And if you're yet to make plans, why not get out here trackside, get in contact with the team here at Greyhounds WA. They'll show you a great time. Grab some friends and family, and the food down there, absolutely first class. Well, Brett, that's it for another week. This time next week, you'll be, of course, going through all of the latest for Sandgroper night. It promises to be absolutely spectacular. That is the night you want to lock in. Thursday week. Get out here and get right behind.
But come out Saturday, get well acquainted with the joint, and you'll be ready to go on Thursday night. Just a little bit of entree there Saturday night, and then we'll get stuck into the main course on Thursday, and what's going to be a massive weekend for the racing industry in Western Australia. Indeed, yeah. I'm sure it'll be a wonderful vibe, so get out here next Thursday for the Sandgroper. But that's it for this week. Thanks as always for your company. Be sure to tune in this time next week for our next big edition of Greyhound Gold.